Good morning, students. Welcome back to DLF class. Today we are going to see master slave JK flip flop. In the last class we have discussed about the JK flip flop and the T flip flop. Now we are going to discuss about the master slave JK flip flop. Before going to master slave JK flip flop, we will see what is the race condition in JK flip flop, how it is overcome in master slave flip flop. Okay, for JK flip flop, if J and K is 1 equal to 1 and if clock is high for a long period of time, then the Q output will toggles as long as clock is high, which makes the output of the flip flop unstable or uncertain. So this is the backdrop in the JK flip flop that we are going to overcome in the master slave JK flip flop. This problem is called race around condition in JK flip flop. So when J and K equal to 1, at the time the clock is high, that is clock equal to 1 for a long period of time, the Q output will be toggle as long as the clock is high, which makes the output of the flip flop unstable or uncertain. This condition is called race around condition in JK flip flop. This problem can be avoided by ensuring that the clock input is logic 1 for a very short time. So for a long time, if the clock is high, so the race condition occurs. So we are going to eliminate that problem here. This introduces the concept of master JK flip flop. So that is the disadvantage in the JK flip flop is rectified in the master slave JK flip flop. Okay, now we will go to master slave JK flip flop. The master slave JK flip flop is basically a combination of two JK flip flops connected together in series configuration. Okay, I will show you. So this is the master slave flip flop. So two JK flip flops connected in series. So this is the block diagram of master slave flip flop. So it has two inputs. One is set that is to the J, and reset that is to the K, and it has two outputs. One is Q and a Q complement, which is given as an input to the slave JK flip flop. That is Q as input to the J, and Q complement is input to the K, and an inverter is connected, and then the inverter is clock is connected, and it is inverted, and the inverter is connected, and it is given as a input to the slave flip flop. A clock is connected to the master, and a inverter is connected in between the master and the slave, and it is given as a input to the slave flip flop. So the output of the Q complement is given again to the set, that is input to the J flip flop. Okay, that is what they said in this paragraph. So see here, the master slave flip flop is basically a combination of two JK flip flops connected together in a series configuration. Out of this, one act as a master and another act as a slave. So see here, this is master and this is slave. The output from the master flip flop is connected to two inputs of the slave flip flop. See here, the outputs of two master slave flip flop is connected as an input to the slave flip flop. In addition, these two flip flops, the circuit also includes an inverter. So this is an inverter, this is an inverter. The inverter is connected to the clock pulse in such a way the inverted clock pulse is given to the slave flip flop. In other words, if clock pulse Cp equal to 0 for a master flip flop and a clock pulse Cp equal to 1 for a slave flip flop, and if Cp is 1 for master, then it becomes 0 for the slave flip flop. So if the clock pulse here is 1, Cp clock pulse is 1 here, if you connect the inverter, 1 will become 0. If you give inverter 0 and the slave will be act as a 0, in the input of the clock pulse will 0 here. If here 0, the input will be 1 here, because we are using the inverter here. If you give the input as 0 here, the output will be 1. If you give the input as 1, the output will be 0 here. So this is what the block diagram of master slave JK flip-flop. So this is the circuit diagram for the master slave JK flip-flop. So see here, two inputs J and K, a clock pulse, a clock input is given, a clock is given as a input here, a inverter is connected as a clock pulse here. So if you give 1, it will give the output as 0 here. If you give 0 here, it will be the 1. So this is the master latch and this is the slave latch. When the clock is high, master will be in active mode. When the clock is low, slave will be in the active mode. So when this is active, this will be in deactive. When this is in deactive, this will be in active. So this is the concept of master slave JK flip-flop. So we will see the working of master slave flip-flop. So when the clock pulse goes to 1, the slave is isolated. J and K inputs may affect the state of the system. That is what I have said. When the clock pulse is 1, so master will be in the active state and slave will be in the deactivated state, that is isolated. J and K inputs may affect the state of the system. The slave flip-flop is isolated until clock pulse goes to 0. When clock pulse goes to 0, information is passed from the master flip-flop to the slave, output is obtained. Firstly, the master flip-flop is positive level triggered and the slave flip-flop is negative level triggered. So the master responds before the slave. First the clock pulse is positive level triggered, that is positive level. So first the master will be in the active mode and next the slave will be in the active mode when it is 0. Then if J equal to 0, K equal to 0, the high Q complement outputs of the master goes to the K input of the slave and the clock forces the slave to reset. Thus the slave copies the master. If J equal to 1, K equal to 0, the high Q output of the master goes to the J input. Q complement goes to K input and Q goes to J input. See here. So see here. Q goes to J, Q complement goes to K. So it copies, the slave copies the action of the master. So see here, if J equal to 0, K equal to 0, the high Q complement output of the master goes to the K input of the slave and the clock forces the slave to reset. Thus the slave copies the master. If J equal to 1, K equal to 0, the IQ output of the master goes to the J input of the slave and negative transition of the clock sets the slave, copying the master. If J and K equal to 1, it toggles on the positive transition of clock and thus the slave toggles on the negative transition of the clock. If J and K are 0, the flip-flop is disabled and Q remains unchanged. So if J and K equal to 1, it toggles on the positive transition of the clock and thus the slave toggles on the negative transition of the clock. So we will see the timing diagram. So this is the positive and this you call it as rising edge and this you call it as a falling edge. So see here, this is QM and this is Q. Yes, Q master and Q slave, that is what here. So this is the clock diagram, timing diagram of master slave flip-flop. So see here, from here it the high 1, from here it will be low 0. So see here, see the clock timing period. So here it is high, here it is low, here it is high, here also it is high. So likewise, this is the timing diagram of master slave flip-flops. When the clock is high, at that time slave is low. when the clock master is in the active mode, that is when the clock is high, when the master is in the active mode, clock is high, master is value is high. When the at that time when the slave is low, when the slave is high, master is low. So this is the timing diagram of the master flip-flop. So see here, when the clock pulse is high, the output of master is high and remains high till the clock is low because the state is stored. That is what I said. So see here, the clock is high here. Now the output of the master becomes low when the clock pulse becomes high again and remains low until the clock becomes high again. Thus the toggling takes place for a clock cycle. When the clock pulse is high, the master is operational but not the slave. Thus the output of the slave remains low till the clock remains high. When the clock is low, the slave becomes operational and remains high until the clock becomes low. Toggling takes place during the whole process since the output is changing once in a cycle. This master slave JK flip-flop is a synchronous device as it passes only data with the timing of the clock signal. So this device is a synchronous device based on the clock. So this is the important thing, it avoids a toggle mode. So see here, when the master is high, it goes to the high state. At that time the slave is low. When the slave is high, at that time the master is low. See here, you can see the variation. So this is the working of JK master slave flip-flop. In the next class we will go to the registers or counters. Thank you.